Hello everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm James Cathy, also from Netbook News. Now today I'm going to show you, this is the Zenbook UX32VD from ASUS, but if I was to say the terms gaming and ultrabook, are those contradicting? Is that a contradiction? Not necessarily. Today we're going to examine the combination of Ivy Bridge ULV CPU with the NVIDIA GT620M GPU in some of the current games. So let's take a look. Okay, so here we are with our first out of 4 games we're going to test on the ASUS UX32VD with an NVIDIA GT620M GPU. So this is Just Cause 2, it's just the demo version. I'm a big fan of Just Cause. So we're going to go to the settings here to the advanced display option to make sure everything is set on high in terms of our details. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to change the settings from high to low and watch the frame rate here provided by Fraps in the bottom right hand corner of our screen. So here we are, texture detail. High is as high as it gets. Oh, there's the shadows quality, high, medium, and low. Let's just do high. Anti-aliasing, all the way up. Anisotropic filtering, all the way up. Water detail, very high, very high. Okay, accept the changes. We're gonna hop right into the demo. See you in a minute. All right, here we go. This is me. I am Scorpio, roaming around the city of Panau. But let's just begin here. So as you can see in the bottom right, just running around, it feels a little slow. It's a little laggy, moving left and right with my mouse. We're at about 30 frame rate, just, you know, hovering in the lower 40s, upper 30s. Let's jump off of this, hit our parachute, and let's glide around. Now if we look up at the sky, instant gratification, you know, 60 frames, fantastic. Look down at the ground, a lot of stuff to render going on down there. That's 22, 23, that's not very good. We should be sticking around 30. That's pretty laggy. I'm not going to say I'm a big fan of that, but I'm not. Let's just detach from our parachute here. Alright, so that's about it for this. Let's get out of here, change the settings. Let's make sure we can change them to as low as the detail quality can get. As low as low. Low, low, anti-aliasing. Oh, let's go times 2. Times 2, water detail, low, low, and low. Alright, we're going to accept the changes, and we're going to come right back in low detail mode. Alright, here we are with the lowest of low in terms of detailed settings. Already, I can tell a drastic improvement in terms of running, turning, and we're shooting 60 frames as we go. That's fairly fantastic. Everything still looks, if not equally better than it did before. So we're going to open up our parachute, do the same thing, just kind of glide around. We're going to look at the sky, instant 60, looking down, and it still hovers above 50, never gets to 20, not one time. So if you were to just put it in use your happy medium, I'm sure you'd be hovering around high 40s, lower 40s, high 30s. So it looks great. I don't see much of a difference in terms of anything, really. I think it looks great. If anything, I'd play this game on low detailed settings. So this has been Just Cause running on the NVIDIA GT620M GPU. Let's move on to the next game. Alright, here we are with game 2. This is Batman Arkham City. Let's just click start. Let's go to this options and see if we can adjust our video controls. Looks like there are none. So we're just going to hop into the game because there is no video adjusting for the detailed settings. So we're just going to go back and hop into the game and see how it looks anyways. Alright, here we go. This is gameplay of Batman on the NVIDIA GT620M GPU. Take a look at our frame rates to the right here. To be honest, seems to be like there is only one detail level, and that must just be high. So let's be Batman here for a little bit and watch the frame rate as it hopefully stays above 30.
Someone's fighting over here.
So far so good. Doesn't look like we're going to drop much below 30. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of slow motion. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it looks good. I don't know if the settings for the detail quality are accessible. Maybe they are, just not in the demo. So that's Batman. Let's move on to the third game. Counter-Strike Source, game number 3. So let's go to the options. Go to video, native 1366 by 768, full screen. Go to advanced. Let's start with everything on high. Texture detail, very high. Shader, high. Shadow detail, high. Let's hit OK. Now I know that Counter-Strike's an oldie, but it's still a goodie. You know, everyone plays Counter-Strike. If you don't, you ought to start. So we're gonna go ahead and create our own server and load our own world here. Okay, here we go. We're in the gameplay here. Let's be a terrorist. Guerrilla warfare. Okay, so this is high. This is all the settings are on high detail. So as you can see, everything looks pretty darn good. Let's just run around, do some turns. Running at 52, 53. That's a pretty good frame rate for Counter-Strike, for everything being so high in terms of details. Let's just run around for a little bit. Maybe get into where there's a lot of action going on. Dead. Alright, now let's exit. Let's go to the options. We're going to go back to video. And we're going to change everything to as low as it goes. Get low. Alright. Okay. We're going to apply that. Sorry for the freezing noises. That just happens when you try to apply the settings during gameplay. So now that everything is in low detail mode, wow, that's a pretty dramatic difference if you can tell the difference here. So running around, let's check out the frame rate. It looks, somehow it's lower. Now I'm not sure if that's entirely correct. It's actually getting a lot lower. It's about 10 points difference. That's usually not the right thing that happens, but looks like Counter-Strike has a better performs better on higher details in terms of gameplay. So that was game number 3. Let's move on to the last and final game. Okay guys, this is it, number 4. This is Spec Ops, The Line, and this is the demo. Let's hop into the main menus, you know the drill. Let's go to graphics, resolution. Let's set it all on as high as it goes. 3066 by 768. Texture detail, high, very high. Shadow detail, very high. Full screen, yes, 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 yes. Overall quality, very high. Okay, that's nice. Back. Oh, looks like it's gonna take some time here. So you've seen that I had, oh, it's actually resetting the screen for us right now. There we go, that looks nice. Yes, keep those. Go ahead and go back. And we'll go ahead and click on campaign, new game. I don't care, combat op, let's just do it. And we'll get back to you right when the game starts. The game has begun. As you can see, it's pretty darn laggy. It looks like it's having a hard time keeping up rendering with such high quality details here. We're down to 15, 16 frames a second. That's not very good. I'd expect a little more, but I guess since it's this game just came out in June, so it's probably it's a brand new game. It's got a lot of detail. There's a lot going on right here. Yeah, we're dropping down a lot. Now we're down to 9, 15, 16. Yeah, it's nowhere near 30 frames to 60. So wow, that's really bad. It's almost not even playable. So okay, let's go ahead and exit. We're gonna quit, and we're gonna go back, and we're going to change the settings, the detailed settings, to as low as they go. Let's go ahead and do that now. Yeah, it's even hard time in the main menu here. Even the main menu is getting 15 frames. That's not very good. So I'll go to options, graphics. Let's just go overall quality, low, very low. Back. Hey. Let's just reset to defaults. Low, low, very low, low, very low. Okay. Here we go. Let it reboot the screen. Oh, see, yeah, now it's a lot smaller of a square. You only have so much space in here. Yeah, sure, we'll keep this setting. Okay, so let's go back. Start the campaign again. New campaign. Combat up, and we will be back shortly when the game is loaded. Alright, so here we are back into the game. Wow. Look at that difference. A huge noticeable difference. Like, it's pretty much outrageous. We're up to 49, 50 frames a second, teetering on 40 and 30. Depending on what's going on, it looks like when you get a lot of blood on the screen, a lot happens. It shoots down to 30. But overall, much better performance. And even though we're not getting the full, screen resolution, it still looks pretty good for being this big. So yeah, I mean, that's a big difference in terms of frame rates and when you're adjusting your graphic settings for each game, if you have the option, unlike Batman. So yeah, basically, this is the ASUS UX32VD, and this has kind of been a graphics performance test with the NVIDIA GeForce G2 620M GPU. Hope you enjoyed watching. My name is James Cathy for Netbook News.